Livin' Grand on Grand Lake is made possible in part by
The Grand Lake Association is in its 60th year promoting the Grand Lake region in partnership with the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. Located in Grove, the Grand Lake Visitor Center welcomes people from around the country and provides information on where to stay, shop, eat, area services, and activities around Grand Lake. The GLA also sponsors the Pelican Festival in September with crafts, a parade, and a carnival. The Grand Lake Boat and Sports Show in March, and the Grand Lake Extravaganza, the world's largest bass tagged event. More information is available at grandlakefun.com.
and by
Ready for the summer boating season? If so, the Grand River Dam Authority Police Department wants to remind you to boat safe, boat smart, and boat sober when you visit the lake this summer. Remember to wear your life jacket, and make sure all the passengers in your boat wear one too. Use common sense on the water, know the lake rules, and watch out for other boaters. Finally, don't drink and boat. Most boating accidents are alcohol related. Don't become a statistic. The GRDA Police Department hopes you have a safe and enjoyable summer. For more information, visit us at grda.com.
and by
You can experience the excitement. You can experience the fun. You can experience the freedom. Your adventure awaits.
and by
There's no need to travel for quality health care. Integris Grove Hospital provides exceptional care close to home. From primary care to specialists like OBGYN, cardiology, orthopedics, urology, ophthalmology, and more. Integris Grove Hospital. Quality care close to home.
and by viewers and members like you.
No visit to Grand Lake is complete without a visit to Harbor Village Museum and Lindenwood Botanical Gardens. Harbor Village will transport you to another place in time, and as you'll see in this episode, it's outdoors and interactive. Next, we're on to Lindenwood Botanical Gardens. We'll take you on a private tour of this breathtaking and beautiful 6-acre park that features more than 1,200 different types of plants. So stay tuned. We're going to show you why we love living grand on Grand Lake. Welcome to Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm Christy Wallace.
And I'm Tad Jones, and we're here in beautiful Grand Lake, a wonderful day outside today. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Harbor Village. Have you ever just wanted to take a step back in time? At Harbor Village, they have over 100 buildings that are unique, as well as a beautiful walking trail, a great educational facility, and also artifacts dating all the way back to the 1830s. So this is a perfect place for you to take your family and to get away from it all at Harbor Village.
Harvey and Bernice Jones were a couple from Springdale, Arkansas, and they bought property here on Grand Lake and decided to make it into a recreational place for them to come during summers. While they were here, Bernice wanted to have a church at which to worship, and so Harvey built her a small church on the banks of the Grand Lakes of the Cherokees, and she worshiped in that church for quite some time. It was in '68 when they actually opened up the museum, and there was the church and probably the schoolhouse and probably the preacher's cabin. But from there it just got added to until today there's over 100 buildings and cabins and things on the grounds of the museum. There were some themed sorts of areas, but a lot of times he would have a wagon load of things and he would just help his staff, find a place for it. And so we became one of the largest antique collections in the area, that's for sure, maybe even in the United States. Over the past couple of years, we've been making some reason out of that and theming things. So now we have an area where you see fashion, an area where you see dishes. We've added in a weaving retail shop so that people can come and purchase things if they want to, or they can learn how to weave and spin and do various fiber-related crafts. We're also offering one special event a month. And this month we're doing Civil War Days.
Civil War Days is an event that we planned to bring school groups to Harbor Village to learn not only the military side of the Civil War, but the involvement of Native Americans here in the Indian Territory, and the plight of the families, the women and children and the elderly who were left at home when the soldiers went to war.
We also offer school programs on some of our special event days, and the kids come through and they're able to see many of the demonstrations going on, and they're also able to have hands-on experiences. We have a phone display where we have a current iPhone on there on display because kids, they see phones from the 1900s and they don't know what that contraption is. They see a phone from today and they realize, and they go, oh, that was an early phone? You know, so we are trying to help kids especially make connections with the past. We have people come through, oh, I remember when I had that phone. The phone one is a particular favorite. We're celebrating our 46th anniversary this year. This is 2014. It has become, over the years, a place where people come to celebrate weddings, reunions, that sort of thing, and we're certainly trying to add to that. We're putting in an event tent where people can come, and we can host up to 150, 200 folks to come. But it's become also a place for families with kids. We are slowly adding in hands-on exhibits. You can go into the saloon and play checkers. You can go into the schoolhouse and write on a slate with a slate pencil. You can go into one of our pioneer log cabins and sort of play house, sit at the table and cook food over the fireplace or the wood stove or whatnot. There's games in the nursery they can play with, and we're adding to that over time. We'll be having different stations where kids can actually, participate and actively engage with history and learn more about history in a more meaningful way.
As you can see, Harbor Village is a must-see attraction here on Grand Lake with so much to do and so much to offer as an educational experience.
Well, and stay tuned. We have the Grand Lake events calendar coming up with lots of activities for you and your family to do this weekend on Grand Lake.
We are here at the penthouse of the Vista Towers here on Monkey Island here on beautiful Grand Lake.
Tad, it is another gorgeous day on Grand Lake, the perfect day to learn about some of the fun events we have going on around Grand Lake.
That's right. We have some great events going on this weekend. We have some special guests here with us today, and one of our special guests is Brian Edwards. He's Chief of Law Enforcement and Head of Lake Operations with GRDA. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Is this not just a wonderful day?
It is a wonderful day. Is it always like this on Grand Lake?
Every day is a good day to be at the lake.
Perfect sunshine here today and a beautiful day on the lake, and you help with all the police there on Grand Lake, and you've got a big event coming up because the lake is getting ready to get started. You have the GRDA lake launch coming up.
That's true. It'll be this Friday at 6 o'clock at our Ecosystems building, which is on the west end of the dam in Langley, right off of Highway 28. It's very easy to find. It's open to the public. We have got tons and tons of exhibitors from the businesses around the lake. There's lots of door prizes, but you'll get to meet our staff. You'll get to meet our CEO, Dan Sullivan. You'll get to meet all the people that it takes. There's several moving parts that it takes to keep the lake open, and you'll get to meet all the folks that are responsible for that, so everybody can come up here and enjoy what we have.
Well, I know everybody's excited about Grand Lake. It's always open, but once the heat gets here and starts to become summertime, that's why you have the lake launch. I know you've got some great door prizes, and so people can come in for free and be involved in some of these door prizes that you have.
Absolutely. You can come in, you can tour our building. We'll have our building open. We have our lab will be open. You'll be able to see it, to be able to talk with the lab techs where we do all of our water quality monitoring. But several of the businesses around the lake will be here, and there'll be just tons of things to do. And getting to meet people is important, and lots of fun activities. As a matter of fact, our grand prize this year is in partnership with the Sea Ray and Marine Max, and it's a wine and cheese cruise with your own pilot on a Sea Ray yacht, and you're off and running.
So you just have to show up and you get in the drawing for this wine and cheese cruise, is that right?
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Your own boat, your own captain. And
anybody close to Langley or Tulsa or wherever could just cruise up here for the lake launch and have an opportunity for that. You got any other special guests that may be there as well?
We're waiting to see. Hopefully we may get somebody from the Lieutenant Governor's office. and you never know who's going to come in. I mean, this is Grand Lake. It's the spot to be in Northeast Oklahoma, and you never know who's going to show up.
So it goes from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock this Friday night, May 2nd, for your lake launch.
Absolutely. You should be there.
Yeah, very good. A lot of great things going on, and we have another great guest here as well. Christy's going to talk a little about other events going on this weekend.
I do, Ted. I have Kelly Hampton and Jerry Cookson with Cedarport Marina, and I know that Cedarport has just established a new Grand Lake National holiday. Kelly, tell me about it.
Yes, we have. It's Fiesta del Grande. It runs from May 1st through May 5th, and it's just a new national holiday on Grand Lake.
So a 5-day celebration.
Yep.
What can we expect to take place during Fiesta del Grande?
Lots of fireworks on the opening day, opening night, and on the ending night. And then we have a Facebook scavenger hunt coming up on May 3rd.
Jerry, I know you're a seasoned Grand Lake veteran and have a lot of experience. Of course, there's no fireworks show like a fireworks show on Grand Lake.
They're great. We'll start out Friday night with fireworks just right after dark at Arrowhead. You come by boat and raft out, or walk along the side of the bank, and it'll be a great fireworks display.
Right.
And then we're going to end it on Saturday night with one across the Cherokee Yacht Club. It's just a good way to have festivities on the lake. It's opening up for the summer. We're starting out with the GRDA's launch party, and then we'll go right on into Fiesta del Grande.
And tell me about the Facebook scavenger hunt. This sounds like a fun idea, Kelly.
It's basically, you like our page on Facebook, Cedarport Marina, and we have an event page called Fiesta del Grande Scavenger Hunt, and all the rules and everything are on there, but we'll be taking fun pictures at different marinas in the Arrowhead family and posting them into the event page.
So do I have to have a boat, or can people come by land or Grand to participate in the scavenger hunt?
You can go by Grand or Land.
Grand or Land.
Yep.
So you'll visit the marinas, take your picture, post it on the Cedarport Facebook page on the event site. And what are some of the prizes that you have from the Facebook scavenger hunt?
We have some gift certificates to the ship stores, to VIP Pizza, and just various different ones.
And of course, it's not about the prizes, it's also about the fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great event.
It'll be ending at Sharky's also at 8 p.m. and we'll have a drawing.
And of course, so we're starting off with our fireworks show. We have the Facebook scavenger hunt, ending with the fireworks show. What other events are taking place during those 5 days?
We're going to have specials at all of our ship stores, best prices of the year. We're going to have a special on gas prices for your first tank of gas. It's going to be incredibly good pricing.
Of course, you guys always have great prices on the gas.
We
so,
do.
So I can't imagine what it's going to be on Fiesta del Grande.
We're going to have free tacos over at Arrowhead down on the gas dock. Come over and look at some new boats. Cedarport, all of our locations are just going to be having festivities going on. We look forward to everyone coming up from Tulsa and, from up to Monkey Island, come down, check out our places. And Sharky's will be opening up, and VIP Pizza are opening up on the 2nd, and then Sharky's will have a band on Saturday night. Of course, we'll end the scavenger hunt there.
Right.
So really, whether you want pizza or fine dining, there's a little bit of, for all the foodies, no matter what type of food you're looking for, I guess you can find it during this event.
At Arrowhead and Cherokee, of course, for the members, they're going to have all kinds of festivities for the kids, all the way up to the adults, wine dinner to boating and surfing and just having a good time on the lake.
And of course, you don't have to be a member to stop in and get the free taco and check out the boats, right? Everybody's welcome.
You can come by the ship store at Arrowhead and sign up for free brunch. We're going to have special things going on at all of our locations, and really looking forward to seeing everybody. The lake's really kicked off. It's really getting busy out there.
So it's going to be a new national holiday, so we're going to have this every year, right?
It's going to be every year. And of course, the fireworks. If you haven't seen fireworks in Duck Creek, it's amazing.
I agree. There's nothing like those fireworks shooting off on the water and the reflection and the lights of all the boats. I mean, it's just such a unique atmosphere. They say it is the best fireworks show in 4th of July in the whole state. So, well, how do people get more information?
Either going to the Chronicle of Grand Lake or going onto Cedarport's Facebook page. We always keep it updated with current events.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us today. Okay, before we leave, real quick, tell me what you love about Grand Lake. One sentence.
I like taking the kids out surfing into the sunset.
I love it. Kelly?
There's always something to do at any part of the lake.
So true. Well, thanks for joining us. Happy to have you.
Thanks.
There's a lot of great events going on Grand Lake this weekend. Lindenwood Gardens in Grove on May 3rd is having their Art in the Garden exhibit on Saturday. The show opens at 9 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. The event is free and open to the public. There will be displays of fine art, including art photography, prints, hand-carved pieces, and other great items. For more information, call 918-786 2938 or visit lindenwood.com.
Also on May 2nd, Rodeo Miami at the Miami Fairgrounds. Friday night is the Integris Kids Night, but kids' activities will take place each night. The gates will open at 5 p.m., the children's activities begin at 6:30 p.m., and the rodeo begins at 7:30 p.m. Tickets will be available at the gate, $12 for adults, $5 for children. Rodeo Miami has been recognized as the Rodeo of the Year for the past 4 years by the American Cowboy Rodeo Association.
Also going on this weekend, a citywide garage sale in Grove. A map of the garage sales will be printed in the Grove Sun, and for more information, contact the Grove Sun at 918-786-2228.
On Saturday, May 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m., an annual tradition on Grand Lake, the burning of the socks at Harbors View Marina, celebrates the return of boating season on Grand Lake, where no self-respecting boater would wear socks in the summertime. Guests will literally toss their socks into the fire. Again, that's Saturday, May 3rd, Harbors View Marina. Entertainment will include live music, the sock burning, free tacos, lots of children's activities. You can get more information or RSVP at their Facebook page, Harbors View Marina.
And also get your cameras out because there's a sunset contest starting this weekend. Get your photos of the sunset starting April 24th and send those into the Chronicle or the Cedar Port Facebook pages, and the winner will win $100, and you can send those in. So lots of great events going on this weekend all around Grand Lake.
Tad, we just encourage you, our viewers to come up and bring the family to Grand Lake. As you can see, we have something for everybody this weekend on Grand Lake. When it comes to beautiful natural attractions, Grand Lake features breathtaking views both on and off the water. Picture yourself surrounded by more than 1,200 different types of plants in a gorgeous 6-acre botanical garden. Lindenwood Gardens boasts the largest collection of rhododendrons in the Southwest and features more than 500 varieties of daylilies. With 6 distinct garden themes, you can spend hours getting lost in the beauty of this Grand Lake jewel.
This is a garden which is a total of about 8 acres, and was started by a dentist. He started it, I'd say probably 30-some years ago, and then in 1997 he turned it over along with the house which he vacated to a nonprofit board of directors, and we run the gardens, all volunteer work.
Well, tell me about the first part of the gardens that you come into when you get in.
Well, this is sort of the introductory area, and as I was saying, we have a Japanese flavor, and this area illustrates the sort of Japanese nature of the plants. We have 75 different varieties of Japanese maple.
Wow.
And we have rhododendrons, we have hostas.
I'm amazed the different species and types of trees that you have. I mean, boom, 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 3 different colors right there.
Yep.
And then over here, it's just so well thought out. It's like decorating a room, isn't it?
The founder put a lot of thought into developing the garden, and of course he did it over a period of many years.
Oh, this is nice.
It is nice.
So you guys built the water feature yourself, or was that already here?
Well, it was part of the original garden.
Wow. And you got little bitty koi down there?
Goldfish.
Goldfish?
There's a goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish is basically a 25-cent koi. If you call it koi, then it's $10, right?
Fair statement, or more.
Or more.
But it's a fair statement.
Yeah.
This pond is a little shallow, and you have to be herons and the like to come in here.
So let them eat the cheap fish rather than the expensive
ones. That's right.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea.
So I notice you do have some pathways in here.
Yes, and we're trying. These pathways were all put in by our own volunteers, and we're quite proud of them. They do a lot for handicapped access, and we're trying to expand them throughout the garden as time and funds are available.
I like the little bridges and things. Did you guys build these?
Yep, we sure did.
Oh my goodness, what a sight. It just kind of pops up out of nowhere, doesn't it?
On a poor young country boy, Mother Nature's son. All day long, I'm sitting singing songs for everyone.
kids throw in 50 cents and they get a cup full of fish food, and then they go right over here to the edge looking over the koi pond. And these fish know they're going to be fed because you'll see when we stamp on the deck.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
No teeth on these guys, but if you fell in there, I bet they'd be interested in you.
I haven't tried it.
Well, this looks familiar. What do you do here?
Well, this is an area where a lot of weddings take place.
Why, I never thought you'd ask.
And it's called the American Backyard Garden. We put the chairs out there, and the bride and groom come through this area where we're standing and head down there, and makes for a very nice wedding, and the guests have the opportunity to enjoy a beautiful garden at the same time.
Well, thank you for letting us enjoy your beautiful
Thanks
garden.
for coming by. I appreciate it.
Lindenwood Gardens will host Art in the Gardens, an exhibit showcasing local artisans. This year, the event will also coincide with the Gardens Community Open House. The public is invited to explore the botanical gardens during this beautiful time of year.
Hello, our safety tip for today is life jackets, the importance of wearing them and what they can do for us. To start out, I want to talk with proper fit. When we go to look for a life jacket, we want to find one that properly fits us, not only comfortable, but it's got to look good. We want to make sure that everything works properly. To do that, once we find one that fits us properly, we want to make sure that there's a label on the inside of the life jacket that says whether it's Coast Guard approved. If that life jacket is Coast Guard approved, that means it's safe for us to wear. There's many reasons why we should wear one. If we have trouble swimming or any difficulties that we want to aid ourselves that way. But number one in a boat is always the possibility of falling out. We want to make sure that we have a properly fit life jacket to make sure it stays on us if we fall out. There's many different kinds for different situations. We have what we call a basic horseshoe life jacket. We've all seen, been around for years. It's actually one of the safest life jackets there are. Once you find one that properly fits you, please wear it. It can save your life.
Thanks for joining us on Living Grand on Grand Lake. As you can see, there's lots of activities taking place on the lake this weekend. And Tad, I think I'm going to head over to Art in the Gardens at Lindenwood.
I think I'm going to hit to Harbor Village and learn a little bit more about the blacksmith.
All right, I can't wait to hear about it. We'll see you next weekend, and we hope you'll join us for the next edition of Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Goodbye.
Livin' Grand on Grand Lake is made possible in part by
The Grand Lake Association is in its 60th year promoting the Grand Lake region in partnership with the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. Located in Grove, the Grand Lake Visitor Center welcomes people from around the country and provides information on where to stay, shop, eat, area services, and activities around Grand Lake. The GLA also sponsors the Pelican Festival in September with crafts, a parade, and a carnival. The Grand Lake Boat and Sports Show in March, and the Grand Lake Extravaganza, the world's largest bass tagged event. More information is available at grandlakefun.com.
And by
Ready for the summer boating season? If so, the Grand River Dam Authority Police Department wants to remind you to boat safe, boat smart, and boat sober when you visit the lake this summer. Remember to wear your life jacket, and make sure all the passengers in your boat wear one too. Use common sense on the water, know the lake rules, and watch out for other boaters. Finally, don't drink and boat. Most boating accidents are alcohol related. Don't become a statistic. The GRDA Police Department hopes you have a safe and enjoyable summer. For more information, visit us at grda.com.
And by
You can experience the excitement. You can experience the fun. You can experience the freedom. Your adventure awaits.
And by
There's no need to travel for quality health care. Integris Grove Hospital provides exceptional care close to home. From primary care to specialists like OB/GYN, cardiology, orthopedics, urology, ophthalmology, and more. Integris Grove Hospital. Quality care close to home.
and by viewers and members like you.